The kicker, Blake Groupie, set to start it. And off we go from Vegas. He'll start at the 4. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Ritter to throw on the first play. He's got his man, Devontae Adams. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like. And then once you secure it, you've got to roll, protect the...
He's hit after the catch and the ball comes free. The Broncos have it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up, against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw is Nix. His throw left side is complete. That's the first grab of the game for the man leading the entire league in receptions coming into the weekend. He gets his team a first down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. That's taken in by Franklin. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around, making the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Second and 7. From the shotgun, here's Nix. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. This is intercepted. Going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Ritter. A quick slant into the hands of Cooper. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's Ritter. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead. And they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll throw. It's Nix. He'll tuck it and take off. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down. On the carry, it's Williams. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards. You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect.
A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Vegas. On the ground, here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. One quarter. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Ritter. To the outside, it's brought in by Adams. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play call.
It is brought in the end zone. Devontae Adams. Touchdown, Vegas. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Now Carlson to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders move out on top, 14-0. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. From From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Big Christian Wilkins, the one who brought him down. Second down and 8. They'll go again with Williams. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's a third down and 4. Throwing is Nix. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A give, and here comes Williams. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. You look down, it's an incomplete. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Now Nix can... Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. One of the Raiders has got it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery, and the great return for the touchdown. Carlson now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Raiders will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Try again. It's second and 10. To throw is Nix. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced.
And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jacorian Bennett. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. Now Carlson to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll go with Williams. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Robert Spillane spills him there. Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing, Nix. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And he is going to score! A pick 6 for the touchdown. Carlson now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Raiders stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. First and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. First down, it is Williams. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. 2 minutes remaining here in this first half. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. 2nd and 11. Here's Nix to throw. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And it'll bring up 2nd down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then they say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders will take over here just shy of the 30.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On 1st and 10, it's Ritter. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And he's going to take this one all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Raiders keep widening that lead. It is now 42-0. 4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He's inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in Vegas, and the Raiders are in the lead. As we're off to Orlando, going to check in with Jonathan Coachman, who's got our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you. Two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. On the return, here's Mims. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, and now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Jack Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you jump the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
They'll stick with him again. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Now Carlson to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders continue to bring the hammer down. It is now 49-0. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Now it's Williams. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the 2nd half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Denver. Well, they get on the board. That pads the individual stats, makes mom and dad happy. But, Greg, we have seen stranger things. You never know.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing right now, Mike, aside from the scoreboard, oftentimes in the NFL, you learn more about your team in moments like this than you do when everything's going well. So I think this coach is paying real close attention to which one of his guys are going to continue to fight.
This will be returned from the 6. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Ritter to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better...
And he's got another one. Touchdown, Raiders. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders stretch things out even further. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. A tight end in motion now. They'll run it with Williams. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. It's another run here for Williams. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Back to throw is Nix. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Isaiah Pullman. So here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense, and if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes third down. They send him right out of the slot. To throw is Ritter. That is caught at the 3. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield.
Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Vegas. Second touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Raiders will add one more onto their big lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
On second down, it's Nix. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be brought down.
To number 86. First and goal, Denver.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance,
to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Broncos. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And this is no good. He missed the extra point, and that will keep the score right where it is. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Now a give on the ground.
Number 1 ball carrier. Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's a game of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Second and a yard. Back to the ground. He'll get it again.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
They'll go with a counter on first down. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4.
A game of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Ritter. Throw over the middle. Brought in by Adams. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
So this one, a win for the Raiders.